Welcome back to Gateshead, the International Stadium. It's the English Schools Athletics Championships, and we're about to move into the final hour. We've got plenty of relays to come, but we've also got one or two individual finals as well. And we've just seen Ben Kelk of Cambridge win the senior boys 110-metre hurdles title. Here is the confirmed result. Into a headwind of 2 metres per second, 14.05, 7/100ths of a second ahead of James Gladman of Cheshire, and Daniel Needham of Greater Manchester came through in third, 14.35. Well, a week ago in Bedford, Ben Kelk was disqualified. He's the champion here. What a difference 7 days makes. He's with Mark Richardson.
Well, Ben, that was a championship-type performance. How does that feel for you?
Amazing. I've waited a long time for that, and I had a bit of a disastrous weekend last weekend, so it's good to come back strong. Good play.
And you won't have heard this, but the commentary team were just purring over your technical ability.
Oh, really? That's quite nice. I like to hear that, yeah.
What do you think? How would you describe your key strengths as a hurdler?
I've been working a lot on my lead leg. It's been getting a little bit too long recently, so yeah, I've been just working a lot on that, trying to just reduce the amount of time I spend in the air. You know.
And it's always a very satisfying feeling when you've been working on something in training, but you can transfer it into a race situation.
It was a bit of a sloppy race. I think everyone was fighting for a place in the final to get podium finish, but I had it was a nervous start, definitely a nervous start.
But not a nervous finish.
No.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done indeed. And there it is, the start list for the senior girls 400 metres final. Ivans of Cambridgeshire drawn in lane 1. Amidiora of Hertfordshire in 2. Ike Okua of West Midlands in lane 3. Adewaken of Surrey in 4. Galley of Kent in 5. Shanley of Liverpool in 6. That's the Mersey from the Liverpool Harriers Club in 6. Harrison of West Midlands in 7. And Barrow of Buckinghamshire, Windsor Slough and Eton Club in lane 8. Well, lane 4, Adewaken, that's Yamika Adewaken of Surrey, of 55.29. She's ranked 6th in the United Kingdom, got a silver medal last year. She was 7th in the English Under-20 Championships with 55.29, which equates to her personal best. She's drawn in the 4th lane, one of the seeded lanes. Lane 6, Laura Shanley of Mersey, 56.37. She's ranked 9th in Britain at the moment. Won the Northern Under-20 Championship this year with a 56.37 time. Was 4th last year in the 300 metres, incidentally. So the full lineup: Evans, Amidiora, Ika Okwa, Adewaken, Galley, Shanley, Harrison and Barrow. The senior girls 400 metres final. Not a real break. If anything, Adewaken making some headway at the moment onto the shoulder of Galley of Kent, so she into the back straight going well. Right on the outside, Lee Barrow going very strongly indeed. And lane 1 has pulled out already, Evans, so she's playing no further part in this. So I think this is Adewaken really. She's looking very, very strong coming into the home straight here. Round the bend into the final straight. Tall figure with the yellow vest, looking very strong. Right on the outside, Lee Barrow of Buckinghamshire has gone very strong, but now being run down. This looks like Ika Okwa of the West Midlands in 2nd place at the moment as they come into the straight. Outside her is Crystal Galley of Kent. These three, the young woman from Hertfordshire, that's Amidiora, now fading away. So Adewaken wins it. In 2nd place was Galley, and Ika Okwa of the West Midlands in 3rd place, and the time 55.61. Not a great race that, I have to say, and 55.61, a respectable time though, but 0.4 of a second slower. She got the silver last year, she's got the gold this year, which is much to her credit, and looked the better all the way. She was first to 200 metres and really from 2 to 3 control. The young lady who pulled out, Georgie Ivans of Cambridgeshire, I'm not sure what happened there. But I think she sustained an injury early on, a little bit of a pull, I would think, which is most unfortunate to come all this way.
Well, this result was never in serious doubt, but there you can see, and she's barely got out of the blocks, has she, Georgie Ivans? Just a couple of strides, and clearly she went into the final carrying some sort of injury. And when she tried to put the hammer down, the injury didn't respond. But the result was never in any serious doubt. Yamika Adewakan, as Stuart was saying, silver medalist last year, apart from a brief period, I think, just as she was about to come off the bend when it appeared the challengers were gathering on her shoulder. Maybe the result looked as if it might be different, but she kicked home down the straight and there was no real response from her rivals, and Yamika Adewakan has gone one better. The stride shortening in the end there, perhaps running into a slight breeze as we get towards the end of the afternoon here in Gateshead, but she's been rewarded with the time of 55.60, so about 3/10 or so outside her lifetime best. But it's all about collecting gold here, and that's exactly what Yamika Adewakan has done. She's down at trackside with Mark Richardson.
Yamika, a wonderful performance. Talk us through the race.
Took out the first 60 that me and my coach have been working on. Held it along the straight at the back. Then I tried to pick it up, coming off the bend and just hold down the straight and finish.
So your coach will be really proud of the way that you executed the race. It's really rare that you see a 400-metre runner at 2:50 and you think they're going to win this.
It's true, because that's the deciding bend at 300 metres. But we've been working on it and it paid off.
And all that hard work, all that effort, it's emerged as you winning a gold medal. How does that feel?
It's wonderful. Like last year's I was runner-up with Vicky first. This year, even though she's not here, I was able to get the gold medal and just do the job.
Well, savour the moment and it whets the appetite for next year.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Well, let's just bring this up to date now and confirm the result. And there it is, Adewakan of Surrey, 55.60, Crystal Galley of Kent, 56, and Anna Okwa of West Midlands, 56.20. And of course, Georgie Ivans doesn't appear on that because she pulled out after about 20 metres with an injury.
So it's a straight final for this senior boys 2,000 metre steeplechase, and it features the winner of last week's English Under-20 title, Jack Partridge. Partridge wearing 23 and wearing the colours, the green and black, of Dorset. So Jack Partridge, the favourite in this 2,000 metre steeplechase final. They ran over 3,000 metres last week, so it's just 2/3 of the distance, which I'm sure will change the tactics. It'll appeal to athletes perhaps who don't have quite the background in the winter of having run over the country. But Partridge lines up as an outstanding favourite right in front of the main stand here. So it will be now 5 laps of the circuit. The water jump here at Gateshead is an inside water jump. What I mean by that is when they go around the top bend, you'll see that they take a sharp left after the 200-metre mark and run inside the bend and take the water jump. At some stadia, particularly Birmingham last year, you might have been watching, they have an outside water jump where they keep on running that little bit further around the bend. But Partridge going off in front in this 2,000 metre steeplechase. His main rival here, William Gray, wearing the yellow vest of Sussex, the Brighton and Hove athlete. Look out for him, is wearing 79. So this is the final of the senior boys 2,000 metre steeplechase. There's the first water barrier. 1 foot on, 1 foot off, although Stuart, it's been interesting. The more and more this event has been dominated by the Kenyans. They don't bother with the old 1 foot on and 1 foot off, do they?
Well, they don't, but I think the most important point to come out of this is to see where the potential for future steeplechases for Great Britain is coming from. We're very weak in that department internationally. and we really do need to develop some real talent, someone who's going to commit and compete when they move from 2 to 3,000 metres over the chase, and really take on board the fact that they really are going to have to be running in the region of 8:10, 8:12. Not here, that's not what this is about. This is about an early stage of development, getting together with the to come to terms with an event that is a rhythm-sapping event. These barriers and the water jump just take an awful lot of strength out of you. You have to adjust your pace there, but it's not as easy as running on the flat. The rhythm is sapped all the time, and it does take its toll, slowly but surely. 23 Partridge leading the race now. He's controlling the race. There are only, two guys who've run under 6 minutes here, and that's a great shot, isn't it?
So 2 athletes from Dorset there. Jack Partridge, the favourite. Also alongside him is Adam Sloane, wearing 24. Wearing 80 there. You can see 1 or 2 athletes in this final representing Sussex. Ryan Driscoll. 79 on the left is William Gray, who is perhaps the biggest threat. So 2 from Dorset, 2 from Sussex. Also wearing 69 there. Blair Brown from Somerset. And Khalid Al-Abaidi of Hertfordshire is also in that leading group. He's there wearing the orange vest of Hertfordshire, back in about 6th place at the moment. But it's the Dorset vest kicking on and opening up 2 or 3 metres. It's Jack Partridge. Runs for the Pool Club down there on the south coast. And just stretching out down the back straight. We're looking for a time just inside 3 minutes, so pretty much at half distance now. And Partridge it is, just opening up 4 or 5 metres now. Will the followers respond to this? William Gray is the closest there, wearing the yellow vest of Sussex. Next is Adam Sloane of Dorset. So it's Dorset 1, Sussex 2, Dorset 3. Al-Abaidi of Hertfordshire taking much closer order, moving through in about 5th place. But it's a pretty neat hurdling style, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This fella obviously is clearly at 5:56.1, a class act at this age group. His technique is very, very good indeed. The better your technique, the less it takes out of you, and he's running away from the rest of this field now and looking very, very good. He came here representing the Pool Club. He was a steeplechaser over 1,500 metres last year, and he was 3rd in that. He was 4th in 2008. So here he is. He's developed well. He's 1st in the 3,000 metre steeplechase in the under-20s this year. So he's really developing very, very nicely indeed. He's familiar with a longer event, and this event at 2,000 metres in the schools should be pretty easy for him. Looks it this way, doesn't it?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of fans of track and field, and particularly track and field in Dorset watching this and admiring the achievements here of Jack Partridge. It's important to make the point. He runs for the Pool Runners Club. There are 2 pool athletics clubs down there, Pool AC, but Partridge, he's a pool runner, and he's running away from his field here. And he will be targeting a time here inside 6 minutes, but he's going to have to do it all on his own. He takes the bell. He's got a lead of almost 20 metres. Partridge has the lead. There are 3 men fighting for 2nd place. Leading that battle at the moment, William Gray wearing 79. Just behind him, the 2nd Dorset athlete, Adam Sloane. Also there is Blair Brown of Somerset, and they've got away from Al-Abaidi of Hertfordshire. But the leader you can see there on the left-hand side of your screen, opening up 35 metres. It's a very impressive performance indeed from Jack Partridge. Just winning the race there for 2nd place at the moment is William Gray, just getting away from his 2 rivals at that barrier. But Adam Sloane is anxious to try and make this a 1-2 for Dorset, and he won't let the Sussex athlete get away. And the leader is already away and clear into the home straight, but this is that race for 2nd place. Gray it is in 2nd, just behind him there Adam Sloane. But the leader, well, he's out of your shot, and he is chasing 6 minutes. Can he duck inside it? Well outside the championship record, but he has broken 6 minutes. 5:56.65. He punches the air in delight. Coming through in 2nd place was William Gray, with Adam Sloane of Dorset in 3rd place. So it's gold and bronze there for Dorset. Those 2 athletes celebrate. split by William Gray from Sussex, and it was an individual performance virtually from the first gun.
Well, that was a dominant run, wasn't it? Indeed, from Jack Partridge. Took the race on, but when you've achieved a first place over 3,000 steeple in the English Under-20 Championships, then you really do come here with a pedigree. He's an experienced young athlete now, and he'll be remembered, as you say, he was a member of the Pool Club, and just easing himself away from the field here. Lovely technique, almost a stumble there, wasn't there, from one of the athletes. That was Driscoll of Sussex, almost went down there wearing number 80. But this is the point, it's a subtle increase in pace. It's nothing really quick, it just gradually builds it, and all of a sudden there's a big gap, and that gap opened out. Now, have a look at his hurdle technique here. He just adjusts, he looks at the hurdle, he adjusts his stride pattern, and then look at that little adjustment, and beautifully over. Absolutely superb. Just makes room for that barrier. They're pretty tough, you know. If you hit those, then you are in some sort of trouble. But that was a very good run indeed by a young man who I'm sure we'll see much of in the future, and I hope we do, and I hope he develops into an international representing Great Britain, because we do need this sort of talent that Great Britain can rely on. We're poor at the moment, we need to be so much better, and this is the sort of potential that we should be relying on.
Yes, he's just celebrated his 18th birthday. He won the English title at the under-20s last week in Bedford, that over 3,000 metres. And here at Gateshead, he's added the 2,000 metre English schools title. So he is the dominant force in steeplechasing. Oh, there is the champion, Jack Partridge of Dorset. Well, we've still got all the excitement of the relays to come here at the English Schools Championship. Plenty of thrills and spills with the baton. We've seen them at Olympic Games. I reckon there's every chance we might have one or two here at the English Schools. That's all coming next here from Gateshead.